Hey, everybody. What fun. What fun. Look, I know, listen, we've been reading out here on church for a few weeks now. And I know everybody doesn't show up with baby spit up on their arm. They don't show up in a cap and t-shirt and all that kind of stuff out here on the back porch. I know there's a lot more grandiose setups out there of dads doing better jobs at all this than myself. But hey, this is the dad life that I'm leading. So anyway, I wanted to welcome all my Facebook friends to a new. Oh, I got to show you my shirt. Look at my shirt. It says, I'm sure it's just a phase. See, the moon is crying. So this is my dad's shirt right here. So anyway, but tonight I wanted to bring you this book right here. It's called Win or Lose, I Love You. It is written by Lysa Terkeurst, illustrated by Jana Christy, published by Tommy Nelson Publishers. It's part of the Lulu Wears a Tutu series, I'm assuming. So anyway, this is Lulu. This is Max. These are the animals of the forest. And we're going to find out all about them very briefly. So here we go. We're going to start right here. This is what it says. I can get to the first page. All right. It says, "Come on, Max, hurry," Lulu called as she pulled the heavy wagon. "Do you own anything we aren't carrying to the forest today, Lulu?" Max asked. Look, Max is carrying all that stuff. "Today is the field day competition to choose the leader of the forest," Lulu explained. "We have so many fun games for the animals to play, and we get to be the judges." But she warned with a serious look on her face, "We might have to help them. The winners will be doing happy dances, but the losers might be sad and maybe even a little mad." Oh, sometimes that happens, isn't it? We're really happy when we win, but not so happy when we lose. Let's see what happens here. At the tall, tall tree just past the very merry berry bushes, Lulu and Max found an itty-bitty bear and a great big chipmunk, a masked rabbit and a long-eared raccoon, a furry goose and a feathered coyote. None of that sounds right, does it? "Lulu," Max whispered, "the animals are all mixed up." "That means it's time for the costume contest," Lulu giggled. Look at them. They're all dressed up as different animals. Isn't that funny? Lulu and Max took a careful look at each costume before making a decision. "Coyote wins with his clever wings," Lulu finally announced. I won, Coyote yelled. "I'm the best." "Wah," Goosey wailed. "I have the best wings. My wings are real." Goosey sat on a stump and cried with the other animals while the other animals tried to cheer her up. "Uh-oh," Max whispered. "You were right. Goosey's being a poor loser and Coyote's being a poor winner." Lulu jumped into action. "Now, everyone, remember, you may not win, but you must try. Sometimes you'll lose, but there's no need to cry. Win or lose, one thing that's true, no matter what, I love you." Just then, Bear rushed up, nodding his head. "Congratulations," he told Coyote. Then he turned to Goosey. "Your beautiful wings inspired Coyote to make his costume. Isn't that super?" Like a bear trying to cheer Goosey up. Coyote over there bragging. Uh-oh. Lulu gave every animal a beautiful stick that she had decorated. "It's time for the stick toss," she announced. "I love my stick, Lulu," Bear said. "I want to keep it forever." "Thanks, Bear, Lulu grinned. 1, 2, 3, throw! The stick sailed through the air and landed thunk, thunk, thunk on the other side of the meadow. Max ran over with the tape measure. "Raccoon wins," he cried. Raccoon threw his stick farther. "Time to set up the obstacle course," Lulu announced. "Raccoon, since you won the stick toss, would you please pick up the sticks?" "Do I have to?" Raccoon whined. Don't worry, I'll help, Bear told him. Now I understand why we brought all this stuff, Max said as he and Lulu went to work. But when do we get to eat those pies? I think there's pies sitting over there on the table there. The last event is a pie tasting contest, Lulu said. I can't wait to try Bear's pie. He's the best baker in the forest. When the obstacle course was ready, the animals lined up. I'm definitely going to win, Coyote bragged. I'm the fastest animal in the forest. On your mark, Lulu called. And I've been practicing for weeks, Coyote boasted. Get set, said Max. There's nobody faster than, Coyote continued. Go, Max and Lulu yelled together. Zoom! All the animals raced off, leaving Coyote behind. Well, there they go. Coyote is too busy bragging to pay attention, isn't he? Wait, no fair, Coyote cried. I wasn't ready. Go, Coyote, hurry, Lulu urged him. Coyote scrambled to catch up. He passed Bear at the hula hoop loop, Chipmunk at the tinsel tunnel, and Rabbit at the raised rock. Only Goosey was still ahead of him. Coyote pushed forward with all his might, but it was too late. Goosey crossed the finish line and won the race. Goosey wins! Hooray! Lulu cheered. Goosey's crossing that finish line. No! Coyote howled. I wanted to win! He stomped over to the pie table and kicked it as hard as he could. Look at him. He's like throwing a fit, throwing a temper tantrum over there. The pie splattered all over the meadow, turning it into a sticky, icky mess. Worst of all, there wasn't a single very merry berry pie left for the pie tasting contest. Oh, Coyote, Lulu said sadly. What have you done? Look at all the animals. They're shocked. Boy, Coyote was losing his temper. Coyote hung his head. No one knew what to say until Bear stepped forward. We can clean this mess, he announced. We'll get some water and soap. Oh, I have sponges in my burrow, Rabbit chimed in. That's just what we need, Bear said. Soon clouds of bubbles filled the air as everyone worked together. All the animals were laughing and having fun, except one. I see Rabbit and Bear, Raccoon and Goosey. Somebody's missing. There's Chipmunk. Somebody's missing. Who do you think it is? Lulu found Coyote in the clearing by himself. It's okay to lose, you know, Lulu began. Sometimes you'll lose. Other times you'll win. What matters most is how you treat your friends. I ruined field day, Coyote said miserably. I'm the worst animal in the forest. Lulu hugged him. Coyote, you behaved badly, but you aren't bad. What can you do to make things better? Coyote knew just what he needed to do. Coyote took a deep breath and he walked over to the animals. I'm sorry for taking the fun out of field day, he said. I wanted to win so badly that I forgot how to be a good sport and a good friend. I was a poor sport too, Goosey said. Honk, I'm sorry. Bear, Coyote said, you were so excited about the pie tasting contest. I'm sorry I ruined it. Bear smiled. I forgive you, Coyote. We don't have any pies left, but we can still have a picnic. Bear seems to save the day, doesn't he? As the animals munched on the very merry berries Lulu brought, Rabbit asked, who will be the leader of the forest? Coyote, Raccoon, and Goosey tied. I guess the judges will have to choose, Chipmunk said. Who do you think they're going to choose? I know who I would choose. A leader's job is to make things better, Lulu said. Even though others won contests, Bear made field day better for everyone. He worked hard all day long. He was kind and encouraging, friendly to everyone, and forgiving, Coyote added. Bear helped everybody, didn't he? Lulu and Max bent their heads together and spoke so quietly that no one could hear them. At last, it was time for the big announcement. Bear, we think you should be the leader of the forest. Me? Bear gasped in amazement. When all the animals cheered, it was clear they agreed. Thanks, everybody, Bear said. A lot of responsibility comes with winning and with losing, and especially with being a leader. I promise I'll always do my best. Who wants to watch the sunset from the tall tree? We do, everyone cried. Look at Bear. He's already being a good leader, isn't he? As the animals climbed the tall tree, they turned Lulu's lesson into a song and sang together. You may not win, but you must try. Sometimes you'll lose, but there's no need to cry. Win or lose, one thing that's true, no matter what, I love you. Look at them all sitting at the tall tree watching the sunset. You know, this is a great lesson for so many different things. You know, sometimes we do win and sometimes we lose, but sometimes it hurts our feelings when it really doesn't even need to. We can remember that though we may not win right now, we may win something later on. Or though we lose right now, we're not going to lose every time. But one thing is for sure, we need to be a good winner or a good loser. But the most important thing is not only God, but there's also somebody who loved you so much that no matter what, win or lose, there's somebody that will say, I love you. Maybe that's a parent or a guardian. It's always God. No matter if you win or lose, God always loves you. You need to be exactly who he created you to be. He's going to love you no matter what. And there's often times that we need reminders that even though we behave badly, that doesn't mean that we are bad. That's the way our parents and guardians think of us. They love us even when we behave very badly. There's some verses that she includes in the back of this. One of those is Luke chapter 6, verse 31. This is an important verse to remember. You may have heard somewhere in school or somewhere else, you may have heard something called the golden rule. Listen to this verse. It says, do to others as you would have them do to you. Isn't that an interesting concept? The golden rule actually came out of the Bible. Another one is Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Listen to what this verse says. It says, love one another with brotherly affection. It's like loving everybody like they're your brother or sister. Outdo one another in showing honor. Don't outdo each other to one up somebody, to prove that you can do it better than somebody, but outdo one another in showing honor. See who can be the kindest and the nicest. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8 says this, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Just like Coyote, when he was there at the end, he knew he had done wrong by kicking that pie table, but there was so much love there. And after he apologized, everybody forgave him, especially Bear, who was really looking forward to that pie tasting contest. But he needed forgiveness, and because his friends loved him so much, they forgave him. And love covers over a multitude of sins. Listen to this one out of James chapter 4, verse 6. It says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. God doesn't like it when we brag. Instead, he likes it when we draw attention to other people and point out their accomplishments and they're good things. He doesn't like it when we brag, but as a matter of fact, he gives us grace when we're humble. And humility is thinking of others first before ourselves. So I hope that this has been a great story for you. Win or Lose, I Love You by Lysa Terkeurst, illustrated by Jana Christy, published by Tommy Nelson Publishers. So I have loved this book. It's a great book for parents and guardians to read to kids. It's a great reminder for all of us that there is somebody, always somebody, who loves us, whether we win or lose. So look, Miss Lindsay and I love you guys, and we can't wait to see you guys again in person. We hope that this is an encouragement to you as we spend some nights out here on the back porch reading some of our favorite stories to you guys. We love you, and we will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.